But anyway, now that we talked about things that might actually matter, let's get on. Let's get on with that nonsense. Whatchamacallit. I guess we're gonna talk about. Okay, first of all, Sophie. All right. Sophie. We wanted to talk about, we always write. We were. Sophie's pretty. We
were rewatching some of the TMS stuff because we need to make sure we know what story we're doing.
We were like because like we're always like the story fucking sucks, and we stand by that notion because it took 4 chapters of you randomly find the Dragon Seal Stone or whatever, just dropped by the boss just cuz, right? He just happened to have it for some reason, all right? And then you give it to Tiki and I remember everything! Right? Compared to Sophie, where we literally build up someone's memory over the course of the entire fucking game.
That's not the part we have an issue with.
No, it's not, which is the worst part.
We have an issue with a different part.
Yes. So TMS spends the whole time hyping up Tsubasa. That was
like the premise.
That was like the prologue. It was all about your dumb friend with big tits.
Because, you know, gotta have anime titties, or else the game don't sell. Because that's obviously what all people care about these days.
Yes.
This little guy can really move.
Isn't that kind of sad?
It is sad. It is very sad, actually.
It's sad that we can say those statements and it doesn't sound wrong.
Anime titties?
No, the fact that I can say statements like, "Oh, the game won't sell because it doesn't have anime titties."
Oh yeah, that. Well, nothing will sell because it doesn't have any anime titties on it.
Isn't it kind of sad that we can make that statement and it doesn't sound the least bit wrong?
Yes, it is very sad now that you said it 30 times.
You know, because I need to stuff these sentences straight into your brain!
But no, it's really stupid.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. It's lazy. Lazy cliches everywhere. Speaking of cliches, fantasy writing tip straight from the random, alright?
The random.
Straight from the random, alright? If you're writing a fantasy, don't use idioms. Don't use idioms at all, alright? Don't be like George Lucas and be like like Revenge of the Sith, alright? Don't be like Obi-Wan where he says, "Oh, it could be like George Lucas is writing his lines." It's like, I'm gonna have Obi-Wan say, "It could just be a wild goose chase." Oh wait, there's no geese in space. Well, what can I write there instead? Okay, it could be a wild bantha chase. There! I'm so clever. Don't do that. That's so fucking stupid. Alright? That's so dumb. What the fuck even is a bantha? Is that just space geese? Is that what it is? Don't use idioms. Make your own. Make your own. Make up your own stories that explain why the idiom means that way. Don't be George Lucas. That's all I have to say. Alright? George Lucas, the first code of Star Wars was an unmitigated disaster. That is a quote. That is a goddamn quote. Alright, back to TMS.
Back to TMS and Sophie.
Alright, everybody's a fucking cliche, but we know that already.
We know that.
Alright, but then to decide, oh yeah, the story's fucking important. The intro, right, we gotta talk about the intro again, or else people will forget that this game is good. Question mark.
We probably just aren't the target demographic at all.
But I honestly think no one should play the game.
Yeah, but it seems like people that aren't us seem to enjoy it.
And they're idiots, and we need them to know that.
Like, I think we're the only ones who don't really like it, aside from my college friend, because he feels cheated.
He feels cheated.
Because, like, I think when the game was, like, announced initially, like, it looked completely different.
It was like the teaser trailer. Like,
yeah.
The original teaser trailer was Fire Emblem characters, SMT characters, Fire Emblem X SMT game.
Yeah.
That was the teaser trailer, and then it became the...
And then it was gone for several years.
Then it became TMS.
And then it became TMS. Which is just SMT games.
Oh, now that you say it, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That doesn't make it any better, does it?
No, it doesn't. But did you never notice that?
I think I noticed it, but I conveniently forgot.
You conveniently forgot. Well, too bad. I'm gonna bring back those repressed memories.
Oh, I upgraded the gun.
Nice.
Oh.
Giga shot cannon.
Help me!
That's gonna hurt.
Where is the gun? I just gonna get out.
Nice.
I just got a blind fire my circle laser. That's probably fine.
Here we go.
So like, what's the issue we have with Sophie?
Okay, Sophie. All right, Mechlin and Tom. Okay, we understand the Mechlin and Automata plot. All right.
Yeah.
They want to become Lord again, so they need the culture and knowledge to get back together again. That is the whole idea. But the steps towards that goal are kind of muddled. Okay, so what do we know? They need the culture and knowledge. Plakta is the only one with the... Yeah, Plakta is the only one with the idea of where to get it because they need the key, right? But they don't know that she forgot all about the key of truth. The key of truth. So they need Sophie. They needed Sophie to make the key of truth, but they weren't counting on Plakta not knowing how to make the key of truth to teach Sophie to make it. Right? First off, how do they know Plakta was still alive? Because for the most part, it's safe to assume that no one except Sophie knew that Plakta exists, except maybe her grandmother. But then again, we don't really know.
Did Sophie introduce the book to Mechlin and Automata? I think she did.
Yes, she definitely introduced.
Did she refer to the book as Plakta?
Yes.
Then that might actually be enough to tell Mechlin and Automata that Plakta still exists.
Okay, that's decently okay, but I still disagree. I disagree slightly, but that could explain things.
Like, I'm trying to retrace the game's steps.
Yeah. She introduced Plakta, but Sophie said that she made Plakta, which they know is false because they're Loire.
Yeah.
Alright? And then Plakta gets mad at Sophie.
Look at those beady little eyes.
But I think at this point, Plakta does not remember.
Yeah. Plakta doesn't remember Mechlin and Automata, but they remember her, so I guess it's safe to assume that they would know. That's pretty smart, actually. Good catch.
I'm able to remember things sometimes.
Yeah. What's up, TMS? We know who does.
The only thing we remember is mistake.
Oh, mistake.
In the song that plays in the Cortina office. Like those are the only two things we really remember at this point anymore.
We can hardly tell you what the freaking battle theme is.
Yeah.
Except maybe the first 3 seconds.
Yeah, the da-da-da, because we keep getting those, and then we finish the battle really quick.
Not really. We take honestly quite a bit of time with stuff, but that's it. Huh? I think it's finished. That's sad. So they only go up to 8, I guess. So I lied about 10. I was thinking of Deadlock again, I guess. I always get the upgrades wrong. Fuck me, man. Oh, I lost my multiplier.
Big oof moment.
Yeah. All right. So they don't know how the key of truth is made. They don't really. They know Plakta lost all her memories, but they don't really know. But I guess they don't really know that she's trying to get them back. That Sophie's trying to help Plakta get them back. I guess.
Yeah, I don't think they know that.
I don't think they know that. So it's kind of like
They probably just assumed that, oh, Plocka's with Sophie, she's eventually gonna make the thing.
Yeah. So I guess they really did just camp outside.
They probably did. That's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah.
You just imagine the two of them just sitting outside. When's she gonna make it?
Yeah, because they were testing Sophie to see if she could alchemy.
And then she could.
And then she proved to them that she certainly can alchemy. They also had to come up with alibis. That's pretty clever, actually. I guess that solves a lot. I guess that really solves.
That solves our main. This is out of nowhere issue, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I was just kind of confused on the methodology, you know, because there's certain steps you need to that, but for some reason you say that you don't know that you didn't expect all of that to happen. So we can just assume that they camped outside, and that'll solve all the problems.
I mean, how else would they get there instantly?
I know, right?
Oh no, it's the Gatling gun. The Gatling gun ball.
And Sophie made Zakia the truth because Plucker remembers it because she's been slowly and slowly helping Plucker regain her memories so that she can get the cauldron of knowledge, what she was striving for since the beginning of the goddamn fucking game. It all makes sense! Isn't that amazing? TMS! You find Dragonstone. We spend 4 chapters trying. The plot of the first 4 chapters is Tsubasa good, Mamori needs to be a party member, and whodunit, alright?
And then we get to chapter 5.
The whole plot is revealed! Instantaneously!
We now know who done it.
We don't know who the guy is.
But we know who done it.
Which is honestly just been sidelined to a side plot now.
Like, we know who the guy is, but we don't know them.
It's just so we don't waste the story that we have so far. Which they did, by the way. I don't have enough money. I'm upset.
Pay attention, folks. This time we're gonna switch the challenge mode.
So stupid! So utterly stupid! Indefensible. Lazy storytelling. All the negative words. Lazy characters, lazy storytelling, lazy side quests.
Side quests.
And it turns out all the girl wants is ski in their pants.
Wait, was that confirmed yet?
Curio likes Itsuki.
Oh.
Ellie likes Itsuki. They literally go on a fucking date. Tsubasa needs to be an idol.
Have we confirmed that Tsubasa likes Itsuki yet?
Not yet, but soon.
It's probably gonna happen.
But soon. We have absolutely no hope for the game.
No, we don't.
You bought this on yourself, video games.
Hey, once we're done with that, I can finally read the TV tropes article.
We need to purge all the video game reviewers. I feel like this is an open secret, but like a couple of years, I guess like, hopefully in the future this won't be a thing anymore. But everyone nowadays knows that the people who constantly review things, right? If you review positively, the company gives you the games to review. You know?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey,
I caused the game to crash again.
I think you made it hard lock.
Oh no.
It's deadlocked all over again.
Deadlock didn't even crash. There was one moment in the game where the game glitched something and the enemies didn't appear, but there's no hard crash. This game just keeps crashing on me. What the fuck? What the fuck, PAL version? What's wrong with you?
This is the PAL version.
Is it?
No, this is the I'm pretty sure this is NTSC.
God, America fucking sucks. Our petition should make all the video games we have PAL.
That's gonna ruin everything.
Yes, it's autosave though because I upgraded the whip. I know that for sure. It autosaves every time you upgrade a weapon, hopefully. I say that hopefully. Why is this upgrading quick? You say I'm still in Annihilation Nation. Anyway. TMS, we figured out this whole time it was a dragon. One guy wants to summon a dragon, which is why the thing happened 5 years ago the way it did. That's all.
And then it said something about
completely unrelated to the events happening now.
And then it said something like a new host. I'm like, oh, what if this game does something really stupid and has Tsubasa be the new host?
That's just way too fucking stupid because Tsubasa already has the thing. But the host is going to be the answer to the whodunit. Oh, I didn't upgrade my whip. One bouncer, shit. Oh. Well, you and I both know that the answer to the host is going to be whoever we've been trying to track for the past three chapters that we had 0 leads on. We had one. Okay, no, we didn't have 0. We had 1 lead. That might be some guy in the higher ups. And then we got sidetracked for 3 chapters on it. You're too busy saving people, but we couldn't continue to progress the plot anyway. And we still don't have like a major lead. In fact, I think we even lost the lead just because something happened. I don't even remember, damn it. But we have sort of one lead. But we have made no progress on that lead at all. Instead, we're too busy making Tsubasa an idol, introducing Namori into the game, making Tsubasa into an idol.
Making Tsubasa into an idol.
Making Tsubasa into an idol. Yeah, that was basically
all. Oh, hey,
all
Yashiro is a playable character now.
Oh yeah.
Making Tsubasa an idol. What's next? Does Barry somehow become playable?
Probably not.
Like, we've got how many more slots?
I think we're full. I think that's it.
Because like I could have sworn on like the character.
Oh, that's a reason. I think we found a glitch.
So what breaks it?
I switched off of the Mega Quantum Rift.
And that just breaks it?
Yeah, that might just be what breaks it.
That's
weird.
Really weird.
Yes. I'm gonna try it one last time. If that's what's actually happening, I'm just gonna store it away.
I mean, it's already fully leveled up, right?
No, it's not.
No?
It's off by 1 upgrade. Which is why it upgrades and stuff. Oh, I accidentally hit browser.
Nice.
There you go. Alright. Well, it turns out there was this whole dragon. We had so much history and lore and shit, which does not affect the plot at all. We introduced Yashiro's character motivation on why he does the things he do.
Yeah.
Which doesn't affect the plot at all because his story, it's just really like a side note, honestly. He doesn't develop a character because we just fucking got him.
He's still the most emotionless man in the world.
But he has a reason for being, so he's like half a character now.
That's not all that much better.
No.
He's not even a full character.
He's hardly a full character. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade the whip now instead of the bouncer first, so let's see what happens.
Brother, he's lighting it up like a Christmas tree.
Okay, I have the Mega Quantum Whip. Oh. Okay, I guess it was just weird. Wait, what if I do this? Okay, never mind, it's just being weird. That's weird. He says out loud. Go attack duck! Kill them all!
We have to play some more TNS today, don't we?
Yeah,
We're not gonna be done with that by the time we leave for college again, aren't we?
we're not gonna be done with Sophie either. Still so many recipes we haven't figured out yet. Still need to figure out how to be released to. That's fine though. We're not gonna be done with Nipsters, we're not gonna be done with this game. There's a whole lot of things we're not gonna be done with. Okay, so Yashiro has half of the character. Fucking, we still don't know why the guy's doing the bad stuff. Do we even know why he's being a bad guy?
No.
Why does he want to destroy the world?
I don't know.
What does Fire Emblem have? Why do Fire Emblem characters do the things that they do?
You think maybe they're gonna explain the fact that it's Fire Emblem characters?
Like Sita was posing a question, so she was trying to ask what they were doing before they teleported into our world.
Do they remember yet?
No, they got cut off.
You think they're gonna remember?
At the very end, because they have no soul. The game has no soul. It's just ticking off cliff notes one by one. What did I get hit?
Probably by the Gatling ball.
I know I got hit by that, but I was moving continuously. Yeah, you see?
I think there's some cases where it just like speeds up for some reason.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't like it. It's weird and I don't like it. So I'm upset. Aggressively upset.
You're usually aggressively upset.
Well, you know what? Fuck you! Might as well upgrade the worst gun in the game. Weapon specific? Not weapon challenge. Adjustment stuff.
I don't know.
Pretty sure I remember what they did in such a way. Oh well. This does not give me any money whatsoever. I need to get my upgrade levels more. Anyway.
I'm brown.
And then the freaking that episode was so stupid though, because like they literally had Kira say, "You are the most important person this whole time," and then you unlock your Rasengan. Literally, what did Itsuki do?
Not much.
What did Itsuki do as a leader? Maybe he attacked some guy. Like the battles don't, the battles doesn't seem to have much leadership, and then you just hit the weak points. Damn it!
Yeah. Can't say I'm too impressed with the battle system.
And like I said, it's worse in SMT. It's a lot worse in SMT. It's literally, you literally do not need a brain to use it.
I'd hope there's at least an actual story in SMT.
They usually have stories.
So at least there's that. TMS doesn't really have that.
The older ones have it more than the newer ones, or at least. What I mean to say is I like Persona 3 more than Persona 4.
Should we let's play one of the older Personas?
No, they're very long and boring.
I mean, should we do an older Persona as a random talks then?
No, it's. I don't want to.
You don't want to?
No, I don't really want to. I like the characters enough, but not enough to replay the damn game. It's really weird. Well, that is damn. There's guys. Oh, you can. There you go. There we go. That is. Now she's behind me, right? No? Okay, now she's here. Ow.
So lucky that maximum nanotech increase happened.
Hey, look at that! My maximum nano increase! Again!
You lucky bastard.
Yeah. I have no disagreements there. Thoroughly disappointed with GMS. At least with Sophie, we can explain some things away, even though as flimsy as they are. Because let's be honest, it's kind of crap. Oh god, this song.
It's not the best, but hey, it could be worse.
It's not the best, but it works. It is a story. Sophie has a story that works, even if it is just mumbling around.
You mean fumbling?
Fumbling around.
The hell is mumbling around?
I said the right word eventually. Oh. Shut up. You know what I'm saying. Sophie good, TMS bad. Vote David Ying 4 years from now. What else is there? God damn. What the hell? How do you miss all those shots? You fucking bounce projectiles off of walls, and you still miss those shots.
Probably because ninjas.
Anyway, I now have enough money to buy this gun. Now I am poor as shit.
Again.
Yep. How many targets can I hit with this gun now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I missed that guy. Eat shit. Apparently I only used 1 ammo for that? What the fuck? How'd that happen?
Yeah, you only used 1 ammo to hit all those guys.
No, I mean, like, I shot twice and I only used 1 ammo. Was it because I pre-fired before I switched the gun? That would be insane. Oh wait, that's the other one. I already did. But yeah. I don't know, it's an RPG with a good battle system that I played. It's not Persona. That's just the same as SMT, and it's, like I said, it's bad. Oh, you know what's something I can talk about?
What's something you can talk about?
You know in the Tutor series, right? They have, in the Tutor series, they have something I like to call battle initiation, right?
Yeah?
Like, battle initiation, you can enter a battle in some way that affects how a battle works, I guess, right? You see that on it too. I believe. I want to say the first game that ever done it was Super Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, but I could be completely wrong about that. I know Super Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga was big on battle initiation. They have a whole tutorial on it. Well, I mean, all the games have a tutorial on it, but fuck you. Right? So like, there's like, in RPGs, there's several ways you can start a battle. And that makes the game more, that puts a lot of stuff you can do in the game and puts you in the advantage or disadvantage state. Also, I was wrong because, I'm definitely wrong because, Earthbound has it too.
Oh yeah. But you can back attack them.
Yes. Earthbound has a variation on it.
There's also the rolling HP system.
Yeah, that's not battle initialization though. That's just.
Well, I mean that's part of the battle system.
That's a battle system, yeah.
That was the original topic.
No, the original topic is how you start a battle, right?
No, I thought you asked the question. What's an RPG with a battle system that isn't bad?
Oh yeah. Well,
and then we diverged.
Yeah, and then we diverged. That sounds pretty good. Pretty good. Strategy is meh. The strategy is meh. There's weak spots and you can hit them and you can find them out. But all weak spots do is do extra damage and also probably makes special effects appear, secondary effects appear more often or something. Who knows?
And then there's PK Flash, which sometimes kills things.
And the thing about your attacks that do weakness, they have different. They have different fixed properties, right? That's kind of special. Not very many games do that. You take TMS for example, or SMT for example. All the elemental attacks that people are weak to. There's a skill that does it one time, and there's a skill that does it to everyone. Hooray! Aren't you glad? And it's just there to hit weaknesses, all right? That's the the whole reason why there's different elements and why spells have elemental properties is to hit weaknesses. There's no other reason. Would you agree with that?
Seems about right.
So like, what do we use a fire spell for?
Enemies that are weak to fire.
Enemies that are weak to fire. Even if with skills like fire expertise, you don't use it because you just want to hit stuff that is weak to fire with it. SMT Persona, same thing. Every time you have, the only reason why you would have elemental attacks is to hit people's weaknesses with. All right. Earthbound doesn't do that because every spell does something different. All right. What PK Freeze, right?
Yeah.
PK Freeze, it hits one person very hard, right? PK Fire hits everyone in the line. PK Thunder hits randomly but avoids shields. Right? They all have different properties. They all have different properties which make them unique, so that's why you would use PK Freeze on something that isn't necessarily weak to the ice.
Because you want it to just hit something really hard.
Yes. And also, only Paul learns it.
Yeah, so it's like exclusive to one party member.
Yes. Exclusive to one party member. You don't necessarily have to use them to hit only weaknesses because they have different use. They have different uses outside of hitting weaknesses. And they have secondary effects which adds to the strategy. So you want to freeze hacks people. You know, you can do that. We did that actually.
We need to play through Mother 3 at some point, though.
We need to play through Mother 3. Alright, Mother 3 is... the battle system in Mother 3 is more than that. Alright? Because, like... The thing about Mother 3 is that... the battle system, your melee attack, you can do up to, like, 2.5 more damage.
You're mainly more focused on the music of the battle.
Yeah, the music of the battle. your and because hitting the person in time with the music is so much fun, using magic spells is
Come back anytime.
not as rewarding. So that's the thing. So that's a point in its detriment for what did we call it? Mother 3. What did we call it? Right? Hitting people in the face is just so much fun that using actual skills is not as fun. Cause you select the regular attack like yay, right? And then you get the 16 hit combo, yay! So much fun, right? And then you have to go back to the game. And the game is just man. You use PK freeze on enemy. Yeah, you hit them with ice. Well, I could have done, but I want to do the combo. No, you hit them with ice. But I want to do the combo. You hit them with ice.
But I want to do the combo.
Ice.
Combo.
What's going on?
I mean, you can still use it, and it's still usable, but it's really not as fun. Get back to the monkey. I know you have bolts in you. Nice.
You really whack the nuts and bolts out of them.
Yep. Oh, I switched weapons instead of... There we go. And the thing with the cheerleader, a cheerleader also used to have like elemental attacks. They still do. It's just that nothing is strictly fire or ice or like nothing is strictly like this enemy is fire weak, so you use all your fire attacks on it because like your only fire attack is this one guy's skill. But you usually use that skill for something else.
Oh no.
You know? Like, we have, in the past game, we had, in Espionage, we had All-In Spark Bitter. Whatever the fuck it was called. Right? It does wind damage to everyone. But who fucking cares about the wind damage? It attacks everyone, stays on the field, and makes their attack go down. Why? Who cares about the wind element part of it? Fuck you. Right? Where am I going to go? There they are. Very rewarding. Do I have enough for a shield upgrade? Ooh. Sad. Ooh, I can suck though. Perfect. But yeah. So I enjoy systems where skill is I don't have it. Fix that. But let's fix that. There we go. Suck. Lose coins from this time. Yeah, that sucks. Oh.
Awesome.
Fuck. Please ignore my bolt. You fucker! How do I not hit you? This gun fucking sucks!
Come on.
Anyway. Let's see, RPGs that are good. With good battle mechanics. Have you ever played Golden Sun?
No.
I have not played Golden Sun.
I have not played Golden Sun.
Well, in that game, everyone has a specific character that is linked to it, and every element has its own stereotype. Like, for example, water people, they do the healing. Alright? They actually had to fix the. They actually had to in the first game, right? Like the water people did the healing, and only the water people did the healing. If you needed water stuff in order to do the healing, alright? Except the final boss, who was fire. It was fire only. She had the water healing move, right? So in the second game, they had to introduce a fire healing move. It's great. It's also weird that there's a fire healing move. But like Golden Sun, your elements is based on the character you are, and it's based like okay, what type of character you are matters like I want to say 50% of what your character does. So if you're Earth Boy, you do all the Earth shit, and you will always be Earth in some capacity. I think that's how it works, at least. And then, in order to change, and there's a class system based on the type of elemental djinn that or whatever they're called you equip. They're called genies, aren't they? Jinnies, something. Something along the lines of that. Oh fuck. He's still aiming over there. But the basic idea, you equip these djinns with different elements, and depending on the number of elements of each djinn that you have and your character, right, you will be this class that has these skills. Except for some of them. There's some classes that are tied to you equipping a certain item and having a certain amount of djinns. And depending on how many djinns you have that are correct, you get better skills. It's a weird system. I don't particularly like it, but it's a lot of fun to fuck around with. Alright, it's a lot of fun to fuck around. Like if you want, like there's some skill, like you know how Golden Sun there's skills that you need to use in the overworld, right? There's some skills. There's some skills in Golden Sun where you have to use them in the overworld. Like they take EP to use and everything. Like you know Isaac in Smash Bros, right? How he does all the hand stuff.
Yeah.
Those are those type of moves. There's push. There's push, which helps you push blocks, and that's all. There's carry, I think, which lets you carry things. There's a bunch of nonsense too, but there's some skills in the overworld that you need to use the class system to use, like grow, which is earth and water. Maybe? I don't know. There's some plants in that game, some sprouts in the game where you can make them grow and they become bigger, so you can climb onto them and shit. You know, conveniently placed vines in an RPG. Name a more iconic role.